All right, let's dive right back into the questions. So PQ6-2, I'm going to skip this question for two reasons. The first reason is it's a FIFO method, and I've already done a very detailed video on how to handle the FIFO method, right? And the second reason simply is that just the way the question is formatted, sold one bicycle, sold one bicycle, sold one bicycle. And in future videos, I will redo the FIFO method so I can reteach it to you guys. However, I don't think this is the best question to do that just because of how the question is structured, right? So I'm going to skip this altogether. PQ6-3, once again, this is related to a prior chapter. Anything that's to do with prior chapters, I do not focus on it unless it's very, very important. Like in this chapter, we've been reviewing chapter 5 stuff because it relates directly to this chapter. But for this question, we're going to skip this altogether. Now, PQ6-4 is a very good question. For each of the scenarios provided below, indicate who would include the inventory in their ending inventory balance on December 31st, 2015, and why. And to answer the why part of the question, to be sure to mention shipping terms and ownership. Full marks will not be awarded unless you support your choice with facts. So let's do A first. On December 27th, 2015, Delicious Cat Trees ships 50 boxes of cat trees to Precious Pet Store. The terms are fob destination, and Precious Pet Store received the boxes on December 31st, 2015. So simply put, December 27th, they were shipped out. Fob destination means that they exchange legal title or ownership when it arrives at the buyer's warehouse. Since Precious Pet Store is the buyer, it's going to be recorded in the inventory of Precious Pet Store. Simple as that. All right, for B now, on December 28th, 2015, Doggy Bones ships 100 dog bones. So Doggy Bones is the seller to Precious Pet Store. Precious Pet Store is the buyer. The terms are fob shipping point. Fob shipping point simply means that at the point that it leaves the seller's warehouse, it exchanges legal titles and it's in the legal possession of the buyer. So regardless of Precious Pet Store receives the dog bones on January 5th, 2016 after the December 31st year end. During transportation, it's still in their possession. Simple as that. So once again, for B, it's also going to be the Precious Pet Store. For C, on December 29th, 2015, Precious Pet Store shipped 4 dog bones to a customer fob destination. So now in this case, Precious Pet Store is the seller and the customer is obviously the buyer. The customer receives the dog bones on January 2nd, 2016. That date is irrelevant because it all comes down to when we ship it. This is fob destination. It exchanges legal title once it arrives at the buyer's or the customer's warehouse, right? So for C is also going to be in the possession of Precious Pet Store. All right, now for D, on December 29th, 2015, Fine Dog Food. So Fine Dog Food in this case is a seller. They ship 60 bags of dog food to Precious Pet Store. The terms are fob destination point. Once again, fob destination point means that once it reaches the buyer's warehouse, it exchanges legal title. So during transportation, it's in the seller's possession, which is Fine Dog Food. And Precious Pet Store receives the bags of dog food on January 3rd. So once again, fob destination means it's in the seller's possession during transportation. So that being said, this one is going to be in the possession of or recorded in the inventory for Fine Dog Foods. So now for E, on December 30th, 2015, Precious Pet Store shipped 2 dog bones, 1 bag of cat trees, and 1 bag of dog food to a customer, fob shipping point. The product arrives at the customer's home on January 4th, 2016. Once again, once it arrives, the date is irrelevant. It all matters when it's shipped. FOB shipping point means that it exchanges legal titles at the point it's shipped from the seller's warehouse, which in this case is Precious Pet Store. And damage during transportation is in the buyer's perspective, which is a customer. So for E, it's going to be the customer.